All right, so this one right here is I got more questions than I probably can get answers to, but there's an author by the name of Quan Millz, and the title of his books have been going absolutely viral. Okay, as you can see on the screen right now, it says "Pregnant by a Hood Alien" by Quan Millz. That's probably the mildest title in this lineup. Okay. I don't know anything about this brother, but my wife was trying to put me on to him and was like, yo, you need to look into this, because she was telling me the other night she was listening to, I guess, some like an audiobook format of one of his books, and she almost woke our baby. Okay. You know, our baby boy was sleeping in his crib and she almost woke the baby. Okay. So I'm guessing this is hilarious. I don't think it's supposed to be comical though. I think it's supposed to be serious. But the titles are just absolutely insane. So we're gonna I don't want to say a deep dive, but we're gonna see if we can find out some things about Quan Millz. How many books does he have? Why are these popping up all on my timeline? What is going on? Okay. So the first thing is this right here, the Pregnant by a Hood Alien. My wife actually sent me this, so I'm gonna check this out right now and let's see what this is all about, because I'm curious here.
By me, international best-selling author Quan Millz. I know what you're thinking. You're like, what in the hell am I looking at? Yes, this is real. And the name of the main character, the protagonist in this story, our alien love interest, his name is Zititr. And Zititr is from a planet called Zachorius 9, which is about 100 light years away in the Andromeda Galaxy.
Wait. Is that him? I think that's him, y'all. That's him in the top left-hand corner of the video. The small
species is looking for a planet to migrate to because they're on the verge of extinction. And so Zititr is sent to Earth to scout it out, and that's when he falls in love with Zatavia, a CNA who works at a nursing home on the south side of Chicago. But when Zititr tries to get back to his home planet, he runs into some issues. His shape-shifting machine that he's using in order to pretend to be a human breaks down. And now he has to get his hands on a very rare, precious metal that costs a lot of money. But he has to figure out a way how to get this money. And that's when he gets into the dope game. And that's how he becomes a hood alien. But he also falls in love. Pregnant by a hood alien. Now listen, I have another cover for this concept. You all saw the original cover. If you go and scroll down my page, you'll see the original cover.
Yo, man. Shout out to his creativity, okay? Shout out to his creativity, because this... What kind of drugs? I'm sorry, what kind of rugs? Algorithm, YouTube algorithm. I don't know. I'm invested. I want to know more. Now I want to read the book. I want to read the book just to see, how do you finish a story like that? How do you finish a story like that? I want to call the bluff. I'll call you bluff. There's no way you finish this book. This book can't have a good ending. That sounds absolutely ridiculous. The story plot just... And he's saying it like he's serious. We're going to keep listening, but I don't even have words for this. Let's keep listening. Because we're going to do some investigating and see where this... so many questions.
But I want to show you some other ideas that I'm working with. So this is the first cover. Now I'm going to show you the two other covers that I'm thinking about.
Oh.
Okay, here's the second concept. I got to go back in and tweak this. I do like the typography on this. it really evokes cosmic terror. The only thing is I gotta go back in and add those bricks of dope in the lower right corner. All right, and then let me show you the third cover. Same concept, just the alien looks different. The only issue is I don't like the typography with this. It's a little bit bland. Also, again, you need to add those bricks of dope because you got to get into the dope game to get back to Zachorius 9. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. But in the meantime, between time, I still have copies left of this Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib by me, the one and only international best.
All right. So this Hoe Got so I actually looked this up earlier. I actually looked them up on YouTube, right? There is a YouTube channel. Quan Millz has 5.79k subscribers. Okay. So he has free excerpts from his Pastors Eat. Oh wow. Yeah. Quan Millz, you wildin', my boy. Quan Millz is wildin'. Yo. His titles are clickbait, like super. Okay, so wow. So I actually looked them up on Google over here, right? Because I want to figure out. My opinion is that he's definitely using, I would guess, artificial intelligence to create the pictures, the visuals that go to his book. I'd be surprised if he wasn't. But I mean, look at these titles here. I got both my homeboys pregnant. What is he? How is he? Here's another title. Old Thought Next Door. My baby mama is a loser. Tax season thoughts. Yeah, I can't. I'm not even gonna attempt to say that on stream. So these titles automatically, along with, especially with the visuals on this, this is pretty funny. It makes you want to click it. It makes you want to know what is this about. So I looked it up. I looked up Quan Millz. Because Quan Millz is the pen name of Colby Durden, a self-published author of urban fiction. His books cover topics like drugs, sex, poverty, and infidelity, and have gone viral on TikTok. Millz has written around 70 books, selling about 150,000 copies and earning over $500,000 in royalties. Some of his titles include we just read them. Okay, my question is, when did he start? Because 70 books, I don't even know if the average writer puts out 70 books in their career. I really don't know. That's a good question, but there's some articles here. Quan Millz was the biggest mystery on TikTok until now. Quan Millz book biography later. Okay, so let's click on this. This is by Wired.com. The prolific street lit author's X-rated books went viral on TikTok. Many believed he was a white writer profiting off black culture. That was just the beginning. You can't make this up, yo. So I don't know if I would have thought he was white. That wouldn't have been my initial thought, but I guess I could see that, because right now, and I probably should do a whole separate segment on this, but there's a Instagram account, I kid you not, where it's based around this cryptocurrency, but they're making content based on the mascot of the cryptocurrency, which is black obese African American men. Okay, and they're using AI to make these videos, and the videos are so good, they're so funny that you forget, hey, this is supposed to promote a cryptocurrency, but nobody knows who runs the account. And I've watched this account in less than 30 days reach 500,000 followers. Like, they're approaching 1 million followers at this point on Instagram. I might do a whole separate video on that, but anyway, so I get that people could, similar to what I'm talking about on Instagram with the account, people could think that the writer is someone that's white and is trying to make a buck off of the African American community. Now, let's continue reading here. It says, who is Quan Millz? The answer varied depending on the person. Varied depending on the person, but each new response carried with it some variation of curiosity, shock, and excitement. If you enjoy watching shows like Paternity Court or Old School Maury Povich, one TikTok user commented, if you're old enough to remember Jenny Jones and Ricky Lake, you might enjoy this reading experience, exclaimed another caption. Quan Millz is so unhinged, we must protect him at all costs. There seemed to be no corner of the internet Millz had not reached. On the podcast Sleeping in Mom's Bed, rapper Danny Brown recited some of his favorite books to host Christina B. In quotation, I want to collect every book this MFer got. My mama's watching, y'all. He said, laughing. As they scroll through Millz' eye-popping, sometimes X-rated book titles, Pregnant by My Husband's Granddaddy. God, dog. Tax season thought. And let me smell your Johnson. All black men have been through these things, Brown joked. I don't even really want to read them. I'm going to start collecting them like Pokemon cards. Brown's point being very little is known about Millz except for the fact of his prolific output. Okay, let me see if I can get to the article where we dig into who is Millz here. Buzz Around Millz. Okay, Buzz Around Millz work started in July when TikTok user Just Deshaun posted a video of to his page. He wondered if his 223,000 followers knew who Millz was. At the time, most people outside the very insular worlds of street-lit urban fiction and black romance had not. I want to know which book you're likely to pick up and read, he said. Are you braced? What followed became the discussion of group chats and comment sections for weeks to come. The books highlighted are some of Millz' most polarizing titles, from Becky Puts Raisins in the Potato Salad and Old Thought Next Door, an early fan favorite. The video exploded across TikTok and since has garnered more than 2.1 million views. As online chatter intensified, so did the mystery surrounding Millz' identity. Who was he? Raised in Miami, Millz first started writing in 2014 on the advice of a friend, his former business partner and co-author. Is that Nadia Ray? Okay, just say Ray. Ray is also a fairly prolific author in the genre Whose Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Side Chicks trilogy. A story about sisterhood and the loss of trust was described on Goodreads. He wasn't that far out of college, working various jobs, when Ray convinced him that this was an easy way to earn passive income. Okay, so I'm gonna skip forward a little bit here. Some of its well-known practitioners, household names, from Omar, considered the godfather of the genre's contemporary revival, to Zane. Okay, so that's what I was gonna actually say. I was gonna say that this reminds me of the explosion with Zane back in the was that the late 90s into the 2000s. Zane it might have been even sooner than that, but if you're into spicy novels, then Zane was right up your alley. Zane was like as he pressed against my bosoms, the sweat flew off my brow, dripped into my it was very, very graphic. But I guess it gained a fan base and women loved it. This reminds me This is something different because this is like Zayn mixed with like, I don't know, not Key and Peele. It's because it's not supposed to be a comedy, but it's comical. The titles are definitely comical. I don't know. I wanna let's see here, because I don't want to make this video too long. But let's see. Let's see here. I don't want to make this video too long, but I was doing some little discovery here. So let's check this out, because 70, once again, going back to the idea of 70 books, that is a lot. That's a lot for me to even digest. So let's look here and see what Quan Millz, because I found him on TikTok here. Let's see what he says to some of the people that are suggesting that he's using AI to write these books. How is he getting them out so fast? 70 books, even from 2014. A 10-year span. How do you write 70 titles? What are you doing? Let's see. Let's start this video from the beginning here.
It's clear that you have the attention span of a toddler. Because if you were to actually listen to the videos all the way through, I clearly delineate that these are concepts and ideas that I'm experimenting with. None of these books have been published. You all are not watching the videos all the way through.
Wait, what?
You probably won't watch this one all the way through, because if you would, I will go ahead and tell you, I still have plenty of copies left of This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib, written by me, the one and only international best-selling author Quan Millz. This is a real book, a good, gripping, ghetto, urban fiction drama written back in 2018. Autographed paperbacks for sale here on the TikTok shop. Grab your copy today. It's clear that you have the attention.
Did he say that he didn't fully write? Let's look in the comment section here. Y'all don't know this man. He's been doing this since I've been in middle school. I'm 20 years old. This ish is real. Can't believe they trying to discredit Quan Millz. AI could never replicate this literary mastermind. Quan Millz, I'm your biggest fan. Can you do a pregnant collard greens monster from hell took my baby mama? Okay, so now I'm lost. I thought that I was going to be able to quickly answer the question of how Quan Millz is doing some of this stuff. But that video just confused me more. Perhaps I should have read the entire news article. But it was moving kind of slow, and I don't want to hold you guys here for too long. But if he's not writing these fully, is he trolling? Is that what's going on? Because now I'm confused. And I'm going to, like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. It's already too long, longer than what I would like. But I'm going to continue to do my own research after I turn this off. But if you are a Quan Millz reader, a Quan Millz connoisseur, please explain to me what is going on. What is going on? Is he actually writing these books? Is he doing 50% of the book and then giving or is this like some new type of way to be a content creator? Is he half producing books, maybe writing out, half jotting ideas, and then recording it with no intentions of finishing it, but it's got you hooked, it's got you invested, but you've just listened or watched content that gave him a view, which equals to money? Is that what's going on here? Because if so, it's kind of genius. But no, if he's actually finishing these pieces, I can't imagine what this brother do with a camera. I mean, I'm thinking something along the lines of like what Tyler Perry did, right? Tyler Perry started with the plays, translated all the plays, converted the plays into movies later on. Imagine this brother with 70 titles. He goes back and turns each one into a feature-length film. Unstoppable. Quan Millz, if you're watching this, brother, I'm trying to figure everything out, man. You might have got yourself a new fan, because those type of clickbait titles, you got my attention. But if you're a fan, I mean, all seriously, if you're a fan, if you're someone who knows about Quan Millz, please give me some information in the comment section down below. Just kind of point me in the right direction, because I'm all over the place right now, and I'm really not understanding what I'm watching, other than some very viral clickbait titles that may or may not be finished. And we need to see what's going on here. So leave your comments down below. Make sure you like this video, and we're on to the next segment here.